gas!
A chemical attack can happen anytime, anywhere. It is a serious threat on the battlefield. Canada supports effective implementation of treaties banning chemical warfare agents. But because chemical weapons still exist, Reactive Skin Decontamination Lotion, or RSDL, is fielded with Canadian troops in threat zones worldwide. It is an active chemical decontaminant. This video will show you how to use RSDL to protect yourself from the effects of chemical agents. Chemical agents can be delivered to the battlefield by missiles, aerial spraying, bombs, artillery, and chemical mines. Because the delivery systems spread agents at different levels, military personnel wear three-way detector paper to alert them to liquid agents falling from above or on the ground. RSDL provides military personnel with the first effective and easy means of decontaminating themselves and their equipment. RSDL is a broad-spectrum liquid decontaminant. It will destroy chemical warfare agents on contact. RSDL was conceived, developed, and patented under the sponsorship of the Canadian Forces through the Defense Research Establishment, Suffield, Alberta. To validate the effectiveness of RSDL and the new sponge applicator, a live agent trial was held at the experimental proving ground of the Defense Research Establishment, Suffield. Weapons-grade sulfur mustard is painted on three-way detector paper. The characteristic red color confirms the presence of mustard. The mustard is then painted on the glove to simulate contamination in the field. A chemical agent monitor registers 6 to 8 bars, indicating gross contamination. An RSDL pouch, which contains 45 milliliters of decontaminant and a sponge applicator, is rapidly torn open and applied to the chemical agent. For testing, a white pouch was used. In the field, RSDL will be delivered in an olive drab pouch. For training, it will be blue. The applicator and lotion are specially designed to draw agents like thickened mustard or thickened VX into solution. This ensures their removal from the skin and the neutralization of the chemical agent threat. The sponge combined with the scrubbing action accelerates the effectiveness of the RSDL. Vigorous scrubbing moves RSDL to the area where the agent may have migrated, particularly on rough or dirty skin surfaces. Nerve agents are destroyed within seconds of contact. Mustard, the slowest reacting of agents, is destroyed within a minute of contact. No further remedies will be necessary if RSDL is applied rapidly after an attack of nerve agent. It can be used up to several minutes later in the case of a blister agent attack. Canadian Forces experience and testing has shown that RSDL is effective in preventing agent casualties and reducing the need to use auto-injectors, which can cause unnecessary casualties. RSDL is applied to a chemical warfare agent. Look for visible indication that it is working. RSDL will lose its characteristic yellow color and turn clear or milky if there is not enough lotion to destroy the agent completely. More RSDL should then be applied. An excess of RSDL will not cause physical harm. The yellow tint of the RSDL indicates all of the agent has been destroyed, and the remaining RSDL material will continue to act as a barrier to any further exposure. The chemical agent monitor, showing 0 bars, confirms the gross contamination has been neutralized and the mustard destroyed. Because the byproducts are non-toxic, military personnel can wait until they are in a safe place before removing the RSDL. It easily washes off with plain water. In tests conducted by the Canadian Forces, RSDL has demonstrated many other advantages. It neutralizes and destroys all tested chemical warfare agents. Absorptive powders retain live agents after use. They must be carefully cleaned off to provide complete safety. In combat conditions, this is not always possible. In testing, there have been no recorded adverse skin reactions with RSDL. Unlike absorptive powders, which may carry live agents into the lungs, RSDL will not cause respiratory difficulties. RSDL does not cause undue aggravation when splashed into the eyes. It is safe for use on the skin, in the ears, and around the mouth. It remains effective when combined with other personal application materials, including sunscreen, insect repellent, and camouflage stick. RSDL is delivered in a single-use tear-open pouch. The pouch is notched to provide easy opening while wearing protective chemical biological gloves, even when there is subdued lighting or darkness. The flexible pouch ensures that the RSDL can be examined for integrity when carried in the field. Instructions appear directly on the pouch. The RSDL pouch is designed to be carried in the same location in the mask carrier as the Fuller's Earth Mitt pouch, which it augments. For training, there is an inactive version of RSDL lotion. Similar in color and viscosity to the active lotion, but in a blue pouch, it gives users an accurate idea of how RSDL will look and feel on their skin. It will wash off with water and is not harmful to clothing. Upon suspected exposure to a chemical warfare agent, cover is sought, protective gear is donned, and decontamination protocol is begun. We will now take a closer look at how to perform a decontamination drill to protect yourself from the effects of chemical agents.
What we're going to see today, we're going to talk about immediate decontamination drill using RSDL. The first thing you have to do is by taking your left hand, open up your pouch and take out your RSDL. And you rip it open. Once it's open, you take out the sponge and you would put the pouch in your belt. Once that is done, you would decontaminate your hands, making sure that you decontaminate between your fingers of both hands. After that, you would decontaminate around your mask, your chin area, and your canister. Next step would be to unzip the zipper and bring it down to your throat level. Using both hands, you would raise up the hood and bring it down. You would decontaminate the top of your head, your ears, and the neck area. By regulating your breathing You stop breathing, close your eyes, take off your mask. You would decontaminate your forehead, your eyes, your nose, your mouth, and your chin. Then you would decontaminate the inside of your mask. Once it is done, you will put on the mask. Blow out, check for air tightness, and put the hood back on. Put your zipper back up. Then you would be using the remainder of your sponge and the RSDL inside that pouch to decontaminate your equipment. Once you're done with your RSDL, you would put it back in your gas mask carrier.
RSDL is compatible with current Canadian Forces weapons systems and generally acts like a lubricant when applied. It will not clog or jam mechanisms. Because of this, RSDL can be used to remove and neutralize any liquid contaminant on equipment where there is a contact hazard to the user or operator. Canadian Forces preliminary studies have indicated that RSDL provides an effective decontaminant, which is easier than current methods and materials. RSDL comes in a 500 milliliter bottle for medical use. It is poured over the suspected contamination area, allowed to react, and irrigated with saline or water to remove. As shown, it can be poured along the cut line during the removal of the casualty from a contaminated overgarment, eliminating the spread of the agent from the suit onto clean skin. RSDL is easy to use and provides much faster casualty decontamination. It's safer for medical triage personnel and the patient. Upon application, it stops off-gassing and destroys the chemical warfare agent, all of which makes RSDL easy to use and leads to enhanced patient survivability and recovery. RSDL was fielded with Canadian troops and medical personnel during the Gulf War. It has been deployed with Canadian forces on international peacekeeping operations, with special forces, counter-terrorism operations, and has seen actual use with United Nations Special Commission inspection teams in Iraq during UN chemical destruction missions. Through ongoing research against chemical warfare agents, Canada continues to provide its forces with defensive equipment that is among the best in the world. Learn and practice these procedures. It may save your life.